Bravo slip. Time to rock and roll here. That will be a wide, but a little bit of shape, a hint of it.
Yeah, ball carried through to the keeper as well. Decent pace. There must be a little bit of adrenaline pumping through young Philip's body. And that fairly smacked into Dinesh Ramdin's gloves. Interesting that the Knight Riders have gone for pace here. Carrie Pierre, as the left-arm spinner, has opened the bowling the last couple of games, perhaps because he was bowling at handers. But with Chris Gale at the other end, they've decided, well, to leave him out so he can't open the bowling anyway.
Yeah, I also think that Chris Gale has a potent spin attack, and that is what the Knight Riders will be mindful of. This pitch will also favour the seam bowlers. We've seen consistency in bounce over the last 4 matches. I'm sure in this particular match, the bounce, the pace will be consistent when both teams bowl.
We're starting an hour earlier too, Darren Ganga. Just wonder about that with that dew factor. It's quite dry today, even though it's obviously humid and sticky with the wet season. But appreciably drier, the outfield. Oh, hello, little leading edge. Nerves from both sides, bowler and batter. Gentleman under the pump, out in the centre tonight. Well, there is protection. So, first one off the bat. To go with the wide.
Giving support to the on-field umpires.
.300th match for Gale. Oh, hello. And he took his eye off this one. There's the strategy. Cranking up 143, the speed gun saying.
Good bumper this. Full commitment. Just jagged across Chris Gale as well. Ball barely reaching Dinesh Ramdin on this occasion, but the intent was unmistakable from Philip. Cranking it up.
Oh dear. It's going to run away all the way. So useful wides for St Kitts, not so for the youngster Anderson Phillip.
Just lost his action here. Over exuberant. Not a good delivery.
Gale happy. Much to the shock of the bowl. He looked round quickly, but sorry, son, arms are up.
Just see as he's striving away. Bust the gut, get it down there as fast as he can. The head falls away towards gully, cover point. You lose all control. You also lose pace.
The nerves jangling. Adrenaline pumping. A bit simple as the kiss theory. It's better. And on the radar there. End of the first one. It's 9 without loss.
A good crowd in for a Monday. Trinbagonians always love their cricket. They've shown good support over the past 5 days for this Trinbago Knight Riders team.
School holidays, of course. And there's a heap of youngsters in, and that is great to see. Family occasion. Hero CPL is in town. Ronsford beaten. He's been aggressive. He's got people out. And he's a go-to guy for DJ Bravo.
Picked up 2 for 24 on Saturday night against the Tridents. Oh, beautifully. Got that Yorker in. Can generate some real pace.
Oh, and that's the one you got to watch for Christopher Henry Gale. He's lost his off pole a lot in the past with those.
It's the length. I was just going to say that. The line of attack and the length to Chris Gale will be full. Usually when he starts, he's a little bit sluggish with his feet. This is his 300th T20 match. Wow. Experience.
Just a little bit. He's had bowlers from all over the world trying to knock him off his pedestal, knock him off his perch. Look at those runs. That's ridiculous amount of runs in T20 cricket. But right now, these young bucks from TKR are after his scalp.
Yeah, you can see the strategy. That Yorker, and he doesn't get off the crease. The feet don't move quite so well these days. Rightio, the E-Zone, part of the Hero CPR's logistics partners. They're transporting the biggest party in sport around the Caribbean, from Florida to Barbados and St. Lucia to Jamaica. They're ready everywhere. E-Zone, and 2 TV crews zigzag around these gorgeous islands. They merge, ending up right back here in Trinidad and Tobago for the finals. Another one. Yeah, good bowling. And a wry smile from the bowler.
And this is what has been so impressive about Ronsford Beaton. Is he doesn't lose anything in terms of pace or accuracy when he goes for that full delivery. Quite often, young quick bowlers, when they look to pitch the ball up, sort of float the ball up there and it gets drilled back past them. It's not only when he bangs it into the middle of the pitch that he's got a bit of gas. Once he gets it up there, he deceives people with how quickly the ball fizzes down.
He played his first CPL for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. And over the years, he's developed more control, greater consistency. Another length of the yard or two. Young, exciting talent. As I've said previously, a lot of the West Indian spectators are expecting him to be on the senior West Indies team very
at the circle. And I wonder if he hadn't have lost his footing. See the throw coming in. He hadn't lost his footing. That throw would have come in hotter, and he might have put Christopher Henry Gale under a bit more pressure.
Yeah, Christopher Gale, very different in approach at the start of his innings. He's already scored 1/2 century, not in his typical aggressive fashion. Scored 66 or 55 against the Guyana Amazon Warriors.
Oh, wants to get off the mark, ruins the maiden, just. He's going to keep the strike, 2 done, 10 for none. Big guy, Ian Bishop. Doesn't know who to shout for, eh? Or just sit on the fence like you usually do. I'm coming to see you tomorrow. So look.
Definitely, for sure. We will be expecting, more fireworks from him, especially if you want to keep the crowd entertained. But that's all that we have from downstairs. We can throw it back to the commentators.
Fantastic, and thank you so much, Zainab. It's been interesting to see how these sides have progressed. We've got 5th taking on 7th, and it is the Rajputs who are sitting in that 5th position. But Mohammad Shahzad will on for today. We know the powerhouse he is. He's missed out the last 2 occasions. Cullum's been in good nick. He's hit the 100-run mark for the tournament, and he's played so many games. 37 years of age. And averaging 30 in T20 cricket is outstanding. Always going to have an amazing strike rate. But Shahzad is of interest to me today, just to see whether he can get himself going. And Van der Merwe has got this opportunity now to start, and they'll start with a slowish pace. Jonathan Trott is alongside me. It's intriguing. We have got a slip in play as well. Good evening, mate.
Good evening, Slats. Yeah, early wickets. As a captain, that's what you want. You want to create a bit of doubt in the opposition batting. A good start there from Van der Merwe. A bit of flight as well, not shy to throw it up. You saw Shazad almost clearing that front.
Yeah, first couple of balls. It looks a bit tight, trying to force it. No, actually forces a ball, but times it so well as well.
There he goes through the gap and away. That'll be a nice feeling for him, just finding that boundary. And an unfortunate finish for the over on the bowling side. 6 for no loss. Gleeson getting the opportunity with the ball. He's played 31 matches in his T20 career, and that is light on, isn't it? So when you see them up over 200, 300, he's still learning the game. 3 for 18 in the first match, so he knows how to get the wickets and bowl in certain areas. When he's on, he's on.
It's actually quite an interesting story. He came out of the Lancashire Leagues, went down to Northlands, got a bit of a game there and just took off.
Yeah, and he's got a slip as well. And straight away, McCullum looking to just use the length and ramp. First ball, he doesn't get hold of it, hits the body somewhere, shoulder. Replay will tell us.
Perhaps expecting Brendan McCullum to go across here. I think the line was good, having maybe seen him maybe going a little bit early there, Brendan. Yeah, but Gleeson now gone back to Lancs, playing for Lancashire, the area he's from. Fine bowler. Has a little bit of delay in his action and makes it quite tricky to pick up.
Chasing McCullum there. That was a nice little... Oh, they'll sneak the single. There's disadvantage sometimes hitting the wicket. It's Shazad. He has hit the opening boundary. He got that low full toss. There he is. He likes to clear that front leg. But what he was mentioning to me is trying not to get too far out to the onside, meaning that back foot come outside leg stump, because the tactics are the bowlers are then going wide outside the off stump where he can't reach it, and then they're chasing him. Today it might just change tactics once again, because that front leg will always clear. That's what he does. And I think the problem has been the last 2 innings, because back leg has been going onside as well. There is the tactic to go wide, so they're wide, but still the back foot is in line with the stumps. I think it's a better position for him. The nature in which he plays is not going to be as consistent as some.
I think if he just stands still, gives himself more of a chance. Trust his instinct. Such a good eye.
Bowls him. The Yorker.